over Wolves. We'll show you all those games. Big win for them this evening. We know about Manchester City. First win in 8 for them. Silva, De Bruyne getting the first 2 goals in that one. Forest on the end of a 3-0 defeat this evening. Chelsea winning 5-1 away at Southampton. We know about Newcastle, Liverpool. Arsenal currently a goal ahead against Manchester United. Jurrien Timber with the goal there, and Villa doing very well against Brentford. 3-1 up at the moment. Let's see how all that affects the table, shall we? We knew that Liverpool were 9 points clear going into the game tonight. The Wolverhampton Wanderers losing to Everton this evening. Southampton still rock bottom with just 5 points from their 14 games so far.
Join us today on Telegram for free and enjoy the Premier League. Don't miss out. Link in description below.
This slot is with Ian.
Arne, crazy second half. What's your verdict coming away with a point from that?
Yeah, we were two times we were 1 goal down, and 1 minute before the end we were 3-2 up. So mixed feelings then, but yeah, we were outstanding the second half, but the first half we were not good enough for the quality Newcastle brought. So yeah, maybe in the end 3-3 is what the game deserved.
What were the aspects in that first half that you were particularly unhappy with?
They were really aggressive, and they forced us to many mistakes, and that led to a few chances for them. Although in the meantime, I already saw a few things what I saw the second half as well. We played a few times through them, especially in the last third of the pitch. But that was the second half so much better. Then we had much more dominance, much more control, and created a lot of good opportunities.
What did you change at half-time? What was your message to the players?
No, I was happy that we were still in the game. We were only 1 goal down, and I said to them, listen, they still have to prove that they can keep this tempo and intensity for 90 minutes. And if we are doing a bit better, which I'm sure you were able to, then this game can be changed around. And yeah, I think we had more intensity the second half than the first half, and we were also much better with the ball.
Is it that reaction in the second half that pleases you the most today? Because your team has done so well this season. There's matches that they've won where they've had to show very different qualities this afternoon. It's been much harder this evening, to get this point tonight than it's been in some of the other games.
Yeah, especially after the week we had. We had 2 very tough games. Again, we had 1 day less to recover than our opponent. So if you are then 1-0 down at half-time, and the game, it looks as if it was their game. So they were more intense, they were more aggressive than us, created more chances. And if you are then able, after a week, we had in an away game over here where the fans were very loud as well and helped them so much that we were able to change the game completely the second half. That is a very positive thing to take, but yeah, if you want to win the game, you need to be better the first half, and that's what we didn't do.
And Mohamed Salah, crucial again for the point. His goals and assists as well. His importance to the team, you can't understate that, can you? No,
that's clear. Every time we need him, he scores an important goal till now this season, and we're hoping and expecting that he can continue this for a long time. After the assist he gave, and when we got the 1-1, from that moment on he was outstanding, because he also hit the bar one time. He created the chance for Macau, which he shot, which was blocked. So apart from the goals, he did more special things for us. So great performance from him second half as well.
Can I ask you about your goalkeeper, finally, Kevin Kelleher? The standard he's set throughout this season when he's been playing while Alisson has been injured has been very, very high. How's he feeling after that goal you conceded at the end?
I think like all the players disappointed. Like I said, we were 2 times we were a goal down. So in these moments you would have been happy with a point. But if you're 1 minute before the end 3-2 up, then you are you're close to a win. And he made again today some important saves for us, but he made the wrong judgment in the cross, and still it was unbelievable how this defender with his wrong leg could score that goal.
Thank you, Arne.
You're welcome.
All the best. Thank you.
That's the Liverpool boss speaking to Ian, just to try and tidy up the referee situation. So apparently Andy Madley, the referee tonight, spoke to the managers at 6:30 before the game and said, if you want to come and see me at any point, you can. He didn't specify, here it is, you can see this there, he didn't specify whether that was at half-time or full-time. We do know that Arne Slot went to go and see him at the break after 45 minutes, and obviously Eddie Howe wasn't best pleased about that. I'm sure there's going to be more said and more written and more spoken about that in the future. But yeah, it's interesting to know exactly
in the background as well, so I don't know if he's jumped in on the back of Arne Slot talking to him as well. But it is a strange time to talk to the referees. Normally after the game, Rob, if they want to speak to him.
I mean, I don't know the reason why he would have went in there. I mean, I don't think there was anything that was untoward in the first half, controversial. I mean, Newcastle good value for that performance in the first half with it going in. I mean, I don't know what else to add for that.
Should we go through the goals? Because we might be here for half an hour.
Yeah.
Let's start with Isak, because it seems like an eternity ago.
Yeah.
He had a great first half, provided a lot for some of the other Newcastle forwards, but then at 70 miles an hour, Shay, absolutely leathered this one into the back of the net.
I think Eddie mentioned in his interview as well after the game, it was the Alexander, we call him Alexander the Great up here because he's a brilliant striker, there's no doubt about that, and I think it just sat up lovely, as I said, at half-time, took a little skip off the turf, and that made it even easier, I think, on his weaker right foot. They lashed it in, and we talk about Caoimhin Killer, no chance. It's an absolute rocket, and it's as I say, Alexander needs to score more goals this season, and hopefully his performance tonight he will do.
Yeah, I think it's a good strike. He took it early, which obviously the keeper hasn't really got his footing right or his feet right, but that was a great goal. And they deserved that, Newcastle. They were very, very good in the first half.
And he was at the centre of quite a lot of that, wasn't he, Shay? He really shone for Newcastle this evening.
Yeah, and he mentioned the chances as well, both in each half. Anthony Gordon, you mentioned already, and obviously Murphy second. Very, very similar chances. Caoimhin makes a very good save first half, and then I thought Murphy maybe could have went round him second half with the chance. He took it early. Obviously, the goal was gaping and just knocked it wide.
Just to let you know, Arsenal against Manchester United is still going on, and Arsenal have just gone 2-0 up now. Saliba's made it 2-0 to Arsenal, so they will, if they win that game, narrow the gap on Liverpool to 7 points. 1-1, Curtis Jones. We talked about him before the game. We talked about his impact on this season, and he had an impact on this game as well, Robbie.
Yeah, I think we wanted, obviously, Liverpool to make an impression early in the second half, and he did that. Bit of a mistake by Lewis Hall, and obviously Salah goes down. Great finish by obviously Curtis. Takes a little bit of deflection, but it's probably what Liverpool have probably needed to do all night. We're getting runners into the box. They probably didn't have enough in that first half. Straight into the second half, they come out and they show why they scored the amount of goals they do, because they were sharper to everything in the second half.
They just find a way, don't they? Even when they're not playing particularly well. In that first half, you think, how can they come back and get something out of this game? And they do straight away.
They do that. I mean, the first half, I thought they were not poor, but they weren't the Liverpool that we've seen. But they are a team who find moments. They know when to sort of lift the game. You know, Clive mentioned it at half time and throughout the commentary. They are a team who can create something out of nothing. They done that in the second half, whereas they were good value for it. They were good value. Started getting forward, started creating chances. But again, I know Curtis scored that goal through the assist of Mo. But Mo was very good running.
I was going to mention Salah on that. I mean, brilliant run from Curtis Jones in the box and a brilliant finish. That could be nick off Dan Burn. But the ball from Mo Salah, sometimes it goes unnoticed. You talk about assists. I don't really like talking about assists, but when Mo Salah strokes it with the outside of his foot straight into his path, you know, what a player.
We can't see that from behind the desk.
Sorry,
that was a lovely left foot.
That's me swinger as well, Dan.
We'll get to Mo Salah's goals in a moment, but Anthony Gordon had that chance in the first half, and Eddie Howe said, you know, their heads didn't drop, and they came back and they went ahead again through Gordon.
Yeah, well, that's amazing with the game. It ebbed and flowed end to end. Like, it was such a great game. If you're a neutral fan watching this game tonight, you'd be absolutely buzzing. Like, it's a Premier League at its highest order. And Anthony played well tonight again. I think he's this year, you know, some good games, some bad games. But I felt tonight he was back to his probably best again, and he tucked it away really nice. He had a bit of composure here as he sat the defender down and just got enough on it to get a past Keller in the goal.
Let's concentrate on Salah then. I've got some stats for you. That's the 37th time tonight that he's scored and assisted in the same game, which is more than anybody else in the Premier League.
I mean, his stats and his data are incredible, Arnie. We spoke before of the game about obviously getting his new contract, and he should be that man. You know, the contract, his agent should be there first thing in the morning, just getting him to get that. But he is that player that he changes games. You know, okay, he wasn't great in the first half, but he has moments, and he is exceptional in those moments, and he is a game winner.
And here's the 2-2. Well, let's look at that. Because it's just these moments in games where he is the different Shay, and there was that pure quality. And we saw Darwin Núñez have some opportunities and not find the back of the net, but Salah shows him how to do it.
Well, Darwin was struggling, to be honest, but this guy is just natural, like, and picking up positions, assists, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's this. Look at that for a finish. That's in his right foot. Now, that's my swinger. We're talking about swinger. This is his weaker foot, Dan, and he strokes us in with ease. I mean, it's a top-class finish. We talked at maybe half-time or before the game about how good he is and where he is in the legends of Liverpool. He is right up there at the very, very top.